Secondary treatment units, design of stabilization bonds. Stabilization bonds consist of 3 bonds: anaerobic bond, facultative bond, aerobic maturation bond. Anaerobic bond depends on anaerobic bacteria. Facultative means aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic near the surface of bonds and anaerobic process near the bottom of the pond. And the maturation pond is shallow because the process is aerobic, depends on aerobic bacteria, which gets the oxygen from the atmosphere. Stabilization ponds designed based on the average flow. Population equals from the first sheet in the phase 1 and in phase 2 equals population in phase 2. Sewage flow equals from the first sheet also 60.8 and the other one the same thing. Sewage flow cubic meter per second equals population times sewage flow per capita per day. We have to convert the unit to cubic meter per second. So divide by 24 times 3,600 times 1,000. And by cubic meter per day equals this cell times 24 times 3,600. We can copy both cells to the phase 2. So we get these figures. BOD concentration in the sewage assumed 700. And here also 700. Now we will start to design anaerobic ponds. Influent flow rate equals by cubic meter per day, this figure, and copy the cell. BOD concentration equals this one. BOD load, kilogram BOD per day equals this figure, cubic meter per day, times this figure, milligram per liter. We have to convert cubic meter to liter by multiplying by 1,000 and divided by 1 million to convert milligram to kilogram. So times 1,000 divided by 1 million milligram to kilogram. So BOD load 546 kilogram BOD per day in phase 1 and 734 kilogram BOD per day in phase 2. Volumetric organic loading equals 20 T minus 100 divided by 1,000. T here is temperature. Temperature, we can assume it as 23, for example, 0.7. So we can write the equation here, 20 times temperature from the cell minus 100 over 1000. 0.37 kilogram BOD per cubic meter per day. Rate of sludge accumulation, the range 0.03 to 0.05 cubic meter per capita per year. We can assume any figure from this range, 0.03 for example, and 0.03. The sludging period, year, the unit is year. So we can assume any figure, 1 year or 2 year or 3 year, assume 3 year. This means the sludge is removed from the bottom of the pond every 3 years.